What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mustang Roundup. This is the women's Andrews varsity girls golf team. And oh my goodness, this is a huge story to tell. I have an amazing guest with me right now. Geez, I'm just telling you, state championships. If you know Andrews, you know the girls golf team. This is all thank you to Daniel Montoya with Monument Realty. And this backdrop is brought to you by Nixon Nax. So, Mustang News Network, I want this guy to introduce himself. This is a living legend in the studio today.
Appreciate the introduction. I don't know if that's true, but I appreciate it. My name is Mark Burgen. This is my 25th year to coach at Andrews. 16th year. I've coached 16 years for the girls varsity team. 30 years total. So I've been in it for a long time.
Long time. And I know that you're not going to want to brag, but I'm going to brag for you. How many state championships have you won under your belt?
I've been fortunate, had a lot of good players under my belt, but this past year was the 10th one that I've been able to coach.
Wow. Can you just, wow. 10 state championships under your belt alone. I don't even know who I could even compare that to in the state of Texas. Do you know if there's anyone even close to that?
I know that in 4A back in the early 2000s, Montgomery was a powerhouse in 4A. Then they moved to 5A and 6A right. And back and forth 5, 6A. But Coach Rusty Harridge was the leader of that program, and while he was there, they won 9 total, 8 on the girls' side, 1 on the boys' side. He was coach of both teams, so
wow.
He has 9 under his belt. I know that the South Lake Carroll coach, Matt Glenn, also has 9 total state titles, a few when he used to be at Snyder, and he's got a few under his belt at South Lake Carroll. So there may be some others from further back, but those are guys more recently that have had lots of success also.
Yes, sir. Awesome. And then, so last season, I kind of want to get into last season. I saw a video of the girls walking. Did they win that state championship last year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what was last season expectations? Was it to win state, or what was the expectations for last season?
You know, to not trying to sound conceited, but that's our expectation every year. That's
awesome.
That's the plan. And we make sure that our practices are set up in a way that we're going to prepare better than anybody else. We're going to outwork others. We're going to be in a position where we're a tough team to beat.
Oh, yeah.
State tournament.
Awesome. Which I was going to ask you, what's the expectation for this season? But you just pretty much told me what the expectation is.
It's to win it.
Yes, to win it all. And that's Andrews. I mean, that's Andrews golf. We had Coach Williams here a couple weeks back, and that's the same expectation with him. Is to win the state championship here in Texas. So I know that you went to, I think it's Kingsland Legends Golf Course last season. Can you tell me what the score was over there?
Yeah, for the girls, we shot 309, 315 for a 624 total. Canyon was the second place team. We defeated them by 41 strokes. And a fairly new school in 4A, Comal Davenport was didn't know a lot about them, but you know, if you're good enough to make it to the state tournament, you're a pretty good golf team, and they finished 3rd. Those would probably be the 2 teams that would give us a run this year. Would be Canyon and Comal Davenport again.
Okay, and you said by 41 strokes.
We did.
The closest team to you was 41 strokes behind.
That was Canyon.
Wow. Okay, and then the expectation this year, I'm assuming, is the same.
It is.
And over there, the difference, just so everybody kind of knows the difference between golf courses, the Kingsland Legends Golf Course compared to your Andrews Golf Course, is there any similarities? Is there a difference? Is it more difficult, or what is it like?
There's similarities, there's differences. The big difference at the Legends Golf Course, it's in the hill country, right? So we don't have the tree-lined fairways. And in Andrews, for a West Texas course, we've got plenty of holes that have tree-lined fairways.
Oh, yeah.
We played a golf course over the weekend, Hogan Park, doesn't have any tree-lined fairways, true West Texas type of a course. But it's a link-style course. There's a lot of water, a a lot of bunkers, fairway bunkers, greenside bunkers, more so than we have here. So when we try to prepare for that golf course, we work a lot more out of bunkers. We're working trouble shots in case we hit it into trouble, more so than in West Texas type courses. So, the golf's so much different than other team sports, where the venue that they play is never the same. The basketball court's always going to be the same dimensions. Football field's the same way. The track's going to be the same distance around, but there's no two courses that are the same. So our preparation from course to course that we play is very important for us to play the practice rounds to get our kids exposed to that golf course so that we feel comfortable on it. And we're going to do that more than most teams is go visit those golf courses.
Yeah, absolutely. And that kind of brings me up to the next question is the season. So I know that golf's a pretty short season. So do you have any tournaments coming up that anyone in Andrews can go and support these girls?
Sure we do. This coming weekend we'll play the region preview in Lubbock, golf course called Shadow Hills. So middle of April when we play the regional tournament, that's where we'll be going. Boys play the same location, Shadow Hills Golf Course in Lubbock. So the community could support there. Also this coming weekend, our boys are hosting here in Andrews.
Awesome.
And I think there's going to be 144 players.
Wow.
Usually the golf fans of the town will, bearing good weather, they'll come out and battle the elements and support the kids. And appreciate the community always supporting our Andrews golf kids.
Yes, sir. Well, I sure do appreciate it, and I sure do appreciate you coming on board and doing this interview with us. I just wanted the town to get to know you a little bit better and know what legend you really are here in Andrews, Texas. So I appreciate you coming on board.
I appreciate the invitation. Thanks so much.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Mustang Roundup, Mustang Network show. We're here with, I want everyone to know your name, what grade you're in, and how long you've been golfing.
I'm Emme Carrasco, and I've been in the golf program for about 6 years, and I'm a senior. But I've been playing golf all high school.
Okay, awesome. First question I have for you is, what is different this season compared to last season?
Definitely, like the other girls said, I feel like we are a lot closer, and cut that out. Sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Okay, because I don't want to I feel bad for like calling people out from last year.
Yeah.
What is different? Okay, pause. Okay, I feel like all of us want it more, I know last year all of us wanted it, to win state, of course, but I feel like this team, we put in the work, we won it. We just work hard at what we do, and I feel like we have a good chance at the end of the year.
Awesome. And we were just talking about the last 2 or 3 tournaments that you've been in. So explain that. So you finished second place in the last 3 tournaments, or last 2?
Right? Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, and that's not saying anything small. Do you know about how many teams were there, or how many players were there? 150-ish, right? 150, 130, somewhere around there, or 100 players were there, and you got second out of all of them. The only person that beat you was actually interviewed here earlier, right?
Yes.
Another Andrews golfer,
right.
Which is amazing, just because of Andrews' legacy, Andrews' history in women's golf. Y'all have just been absolutely amazing in golf. So my question to you is, what is your personal goal for this season?
One of my personal goals this season is to get top 10 at state. Last year, I was 17th, and I feel like I am capable of getting top 10 this year. This season has gone very, very well for me. I think this has been one of my best seasons, like, in my whole high school.
Yeah.
All my work is, like, paying off. I love, right now, like, I'm just loving golf because I'm on a high right now.
Yeah.
I've been playing pretty good. I'm not bragging or anything, but I've been playing pretty good at my tournaments and just working hard, like every other girl on the team.
Well, you're able to brag if you're second place out of 100 people the last 2 tournaments. Like, that's something to brag about. And then the next question is, as a team, what is your team goal for golf this season?
My team goal is to win state, which I think we're very capable of doing. And like the other girl said, to be in the 200s. Last tournament, we were in the 200s with some really good scores. Which I think we're capable of doing. What else, guys?
Yeah. So next question or last question is going to be someone on the team that you feel like is going to surprise everybody this season.
Like the other girl said, I think Brianna Van Horn, because she last tournament she shot 76 at the tournament, and she's just a freshman.
Yeah.
So she's been putting in the work, but I don't know, that's really good for a freshman. So I think she's really gonna surprise everyone. And if she keeps putting in the work, imagine like her senior year, next few years, it's just gonna pay off.
It's gonna stay dominant.
Oh, for sure.
Just like it always does. Well, thank you so much for coming onto the podcast to the Mustang Roundup, Andrews varsity women's golf. And I know that it gets crazy with the lights and the cameras, but thank you so much for coming on here and being courageous and letting Andrews know who you are.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome back, everybody, and we have another special guest with us, and I'm going to let her introduce herself with your name, how long you've been golfing, and the grade you're in this year.
Okay, so I'm Emme Darnold. I've been golfing for 5 years, and I'm a junior.
Okay, and same questions I'm going to ask you as I asked the previous person, but what is different this season compared to last season?
This season, I feel like we have a better team chemistry, and we've all been putting in the work and the effort, and I just think that we all want it a lot this year, and so we're going to go out there and get it.
There you go. And what is your personal goal for this season, and what is a team goal for this season?
So I would say a personal goal is to win state. I finished 4th last year. I was leading it the first day and then kind of had a rough day the second day. And so I just want to win one. But for a team goal is to shoot in the 200s and just give it our best effort and, of course, win. I mean, that's what we're out there to do, and so that's what we want to do.
Awesome. Yeah, and Coach was just talking about last weekend y'all had a tournament in Midland at the Tall City Classic.
Yes, sir.
And you shot, what was the score y'all shot as a team? A 295. So
Yes.
How do you score? Do you know how the score happens with golf? Could you explain how it all works, like to get up to a 295?
You have to have at least 4 good rounds. 4 girls play good, and or everyone needs to play good to shoot 295. And
Yes.
well, we had 2 girls shoot under, and I shot even, and the other 2 girls played pretty decent. So it's a lot of hard work, putting in work. So
Yeah. And another thing Coach was just telling me is that y'all were behind 17 strokes on that Saturday, and y'all ended up coming back and then ended up winning the tournament. So congrats on that. Just kind of an update, and just want to let everyone know y'all won that, right? Tall City
Yes, sir.
Classic. So congratulations on that. And the last question I have for you is, who is somebody on the team that is going to surprise all of us this year?
I think I could agree with Zoe, with Brianna, or Emma Sauceda.
Okay.
They're both freshmen, and they're really pushing it, and they're playing great, and we're very, very proud of them.
Yeah, awesome. And last thing is, I just want to thank you for coming on the show. I know it can be nerve-wracking with the lights and the camera, so thank you so much for coming on the show and letting Andrews know who you are.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mustang Roundup, the Andrews Mustangs Varsity Golf Girls Edition. And I have a special guest with me, and I want you to tell us your name, how long you've been in golf, and what grade you're in this year.
My name's Zoe Woemmel. I've been in golf for 6 years, and I'm a senior.
Awesome. And this next question that I have for you is, what is the difference of this season compared to last season when y'all won the state championship?
Well, this year, like, we just have a really tight group. Like, all of us are really close to each other, but all of us want it the same. Like, we all wanted it really bad last year, and you can feel that kind of same vibe this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 41 strokes. That's y'all wanted it really bad last year. I'm telling you, that's amazing. If you don't know golf, beating somebody by 41 strokes is a butt whooping. Okay, so next one. What is a personal goal for you this season?
This year, I would definitely like to be all district and all region and all state, which basically means like I'm in the top 5 individual spot for all 3 of those tournaments.
Awesome. And then that puts you in a possible category for like the super elite.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yep.
And then what about a team goal?
We all, I think a team goal that we have is to shoot in the 200s. We saw last weekend that we can all do it, but just working for it and doing it at least 3 times this season would be nice.
Awesome. And then this is my last question for you. So who is somebody on the team that will surprise all of us this season?
I think Brianna is going to come up as a freshman, and she's going to surprise us all.
Awesome, awesome. Well, this concludes this one right here, and I really hope that you go to state and you kick some butt, and it was nice doing this interview with you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, and that concludes the Mustang Roundup Andrews Varsity Women's Golf episode, and that's brought to you by the Mustang News Network. And that was an awesome episode. We got to meet Coach Burgen. We got to meet Emme, Emma, and Zoe, which are amazing athletes in the women's golf division. We actually have a picture right here with the Emme with a special person. They had a tournament over the summer in Florida, and check this picture out. It's awesome. But yeah, that concludes this episode. Thank you guys, and always remember, it's a great day to be a Mustang.